So today I'm going to be talking about our place in the universe. And I wanted to share this with you guys because I hope to inspire the same wonder and awe that I feel when learning about the universe. My love for the subject started over 10 years ago. And once I started to learn more about cosmology, the one thing that always blew me away was the sheer size of the universe and where I fit into all of that. And when describing this information, one way that I found very helpful to not only describe our place in the universe, but also the scale and size of the universe is by using the cosmic address. And the cosmic address is actually from a show called Cosmos. It's on Netflix if anyone's interested. It's a great series. But before we talk about our cosmic address, I need to go over two key terms real quick, just to avoid using any jargon. So the first one we have here is the speed of light, and it's referred to as the cosmic speed limit. And that's because this is a universal law. Nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. So it tells us how fast light can travel through the vacuum of space, which is 300,000 kilometers a second. There's actually a very smart man who told us why this is the case. You may have heard of him. His name is Albert Einstein. It's actually a very crucial part of his special theory of relativity. There is an article from Physics of the Universe which explains it beautifully. Now, pardon me, this is relevant because knowing this information, it allows us to measure the distances between us and other objects in the universe like stars and galaxies. So the second one we have here is the light year. And what this is a unit of distance. And this tells us how far light can travel in 1 year, which is 9 trillion kilometers. So very far. So the two things we need to take away before we move on, the speed of light, very fast, fastest thing in the universe. Light year is the measurement we use to measure things in the universe. So we can start with our cosmic address. And the first line is Earth. And I chose this picture not only because it's beautiful, because it is, and it's a real picture from NASA, but when you look at an image like this, you can begin to see what Earth really is, which is a space rock floating through space. It's just a ball of rock that we all live on. But as we've all been taught in grade school, we're not alone. We have other planets that surround us, and we're all part of a solar system, which is the next line of our cosmic address. And here, I've chose this image because I feel like it's a pretty general depiction of what we're taught in school. Here's the sun, here's the 8 planets that circle around it. But one thing they don't tell you in school is how terribly inaccurate this picture really is, because it does nothing to show us the scale of the objects in our solar system or the distance in between them. So I've got some pictures to kind of drive home this point. This one here, this is a 2-scale image of us right here, that tiny little planet. You can see we are here. And these are the other gas giants. You can see Jupiter and Saturn. And here is our sun. And it is a monster. It is so big, in fact, that according to universetoday.com, you could put 1.3 million Earths inside of the sun. It is humongous. So in this image, we have scale, but it doesn't show us distance. So I have this image. This is a 2-scale depiction of Earth and the moon and the distance in between the two. And it doesn't really look like much, and you may be thinking it's not that far until you see this next picture. And there's actually enough space in between us and the moon to fit all 7 of the planets. It's that far away, and that's the closest thing to us. It is far. And the next thing that I don't think that they really, highlight in school is what our sun really is. Our sun is a star. It is a star like every other star in the night sky that you see. It's just our star, so we've affectionately given it a nickname, Sol, or sun. But in fact, there are billions of stars or suns in the universe. There's actually more stars in the universe than there are individual grains of sand on Earth. And when you have a look at the next line of our cosmic address, you can kind of see that. All of these here are stars or suns. It's the Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system circles around the center of the galaxy, just like the planets circle around the sun. Milky Way galaxy is also very large. It is, according to NASA.gov, 100,000 light years across. And as we said, the light years earlier, that means if I were to stand here and you're going to stand at the other edge of the Milky Way and I shine a light towards you, it would take that light 100,000 years to get to you. That's the fastest thing in the universe. That's how big our galaxy is. But even our galaxy isn't alone. And just in case you're wondering where we're in some obscure arm of the Milky Way galaxy. Nothing special. But as I said, we're part of kind of like a galactic neighborhood. And that galactic neighborhood is our local group. And in this image, you can see here's our Milky Way galaxy, a few other galaxies that surround us. Most notably this one here, Andromeda. That's our nearest neighbor, our nearest galaxy.